Welcome back to my channel, and I'm here today to talk to you about 5 reasons why you should absolutely avoid Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia is a small peninsula province that sits on the east coast of Canada with a population of just over 1 million people. It has incredible scenery, amazing seafood, and culture that continues to grow and develop as new immigrants come into our province. Although it may sound perfect, Nova Scotia might not be for you, and here's 5 reasons why you may want to stay out of Nova Scotia. Reason number 1. You do not like water. Nova Scotia has over 13,000 kilometers of coastline, and you're never too far away from a beach. In fact, no matter where you are in the province, you're only 60 kilometers away max from the ocean. Nova Scotia has some of the most iconic shorelines, including Cape Breton and the Skyline Trail, the Halifax waterfront itself, or the beautiful South Shore, which is home to the UNESCO Heritage Site of Lunenburg. Nova Scotia is also peppered with lakes all across the province, so if you don't like water, you may want to stay out of Nova Scotia. Reason number 2. You don't like friendly people. Now this may seem strange, but some people like to keep to themselves, and Nova Scotians are known for being very hospitable and very friendly to even strangers that are coming to visit the province. Yes, Canada as a whole has a reputation for being very friendly, but Nova Scotia takes that to a whole nother level. So if you like to come and visit places and just keep your head down and not be bothered, Nova Scotia may not be the place for you. Reason number 3. You just don't like taking photos. Nova Scotia is known to be a very picturesque province and has a wide variety of landscapes from the Cape Breton Highlands to the South Shore to the Annapolis Valley and beyond. One of the iconic photos that embodies Nova Scotia as a whole is Peggy's Cove and its beautiful lighthouse. Yes, it may not seem like much, but the rugged shoreline with granite rocks meeting the crashing waves of the ocean makes for a really special moment. In addition, Nova Scotia is littered with tiny fishing villages and beautiful beaches, which make the perfect scene for taking tons of photos. So if you're not a photographer and you don't like posting on social media, Nova Scotia is probably not right for you. Reason number 4 to avoid Nova Scotia, you're just not a fan of pubs. Halifax is the capital city of Nova Scotia and has long been recognized as having the most bars per capita in all of North America. Now, these standings may fluctuate over the years as populations rise or restaurants and pubs open, but nonetheless, Halifax has always been at the top of this list. With new pubs, restaurants, and bars constantly opening in Halifax, you're never short of finding a new place to enjoy your favorite drink and your favorite meal. Now, if this sounds like a terrible way to spend your day or evening, then maybe Nova Scotia just isn't for you. Reason number 5 to avoid Nova Scotia at all costs? You're just not a fan of learning. All across Nova Scotia, you're going to find universities and colleges. However, in Halifax alone, there's 6 well-known universities and colleges, which gives us an 81 student to 1,000 people ratio, which is 3 times the national average in Canada. On top of that, Halifax has some amazing history, including the Halifax explosion, connections to the Titanic, and the wonderful Citadel Fortress, which sits atop Halifax and is a great national historic site that you can visit. Nova Scotia is home to some awesome museums, and in Halifax specifically, you'll find an incredible science center and also the Natural History Museum. But if you're not a fan of students, history, and education, Nova Scotia is probably not the right fit for you. Needless to say, Nova Scotia has some serious red flags, and these were just 5 of them. So if you're thinking about visiting Nova Scotia or even moving here, I hope these 5 facts have helped give you some insight into what Nova Scotia truly is all about. I hope you found this video helpful. Stay tuned for more content, and of course, reach out if you have any questions.